Sunlight filtered through the enormous floor-to-ceiling windows of the grand living room, bouncing off polished marble floors, dancing across high ceilings, and illuminating every elegant corner of Amani and Matt's new home. The place was more than just a house, this was their dreamscape brought to life. All of it, that sweeping vista, the sleek architecture, the hush of luxury, was theirs, a symbol of new beginnings, wild possibilities, and the unpredictable journey that life together could be. Arrival and first impressions. When the moving van rumbled down the driveway, Amani pressed her face against the window, heart full of anticipation. She had crossed an ocean, navigated a new culture, said yes to love, and now here she was, stepping into this massive $1.5 million house with Matt, her partner, her translator of worlds, her friend, and partner in everything. The house perched atop a hill like a pearl on a pedestal, every inch boasting panoramic views, rolling hills on one side, the glint of a distant skyline on the other, and a vast ribbon of ocean hugging the coast in the far horizon. Matt opened the grand front door, the hinges gliding with a satisfying hush. The entrance hall stretched wide, flanked by twin staircases curving upward like a dance, their balusters heroic and elegant. The main level was open plan, a gourmet kitchen with marble countertops and professional-grade appliances, a dining area with a chandelier made of hand-blown glass, and the living room, with its plush sectional sofa facing a wall of glass that revealed the sunset beyond in fiery oranges fading into purples, melting into the sea. Amani couldn't help but breathe a soft gasp. "Matt," she whispered, voice full of wonder. He smiled, stepping beside her. "This is home," he said. Design, decor, and personal touches. Every room inside had a story. The tiny details mattered. The way they always had, the texture of the rug under bare feet, the way light played off polished wood, the whispers of curtains moving in the breeze from the sliding doors. Amani envisioned herself in the kitchen, cooking her mother's recipes, spices crackling, laughter in the air. Matt saw evenings on the balcony, glasses of wine, debates about sunsets and the world. The master suite was a sanctuary, dark hardwood flooring, a king-sized bed draped in crisp linen, art on the walls that echoed Amani's heritage, bold color, vibrant imagery, patterns that told stories. The ensuite bath was spa-like, a soaking tub with a view, double vanities, rainfall shower, and enough space so even the echo of water felt indulgent. Guest rooms showed kindness, one painted in soft hues of turquoise, another in creamy whites, each with thoughtful touches, books, pillows, window seats. A library nook invited quiet, where Amani would write letters to her family far away, pen scratching the page, candlelight dancing off shelves, challenges beneath the glamour. But of course, the beauty of a sweepingly luxurious home didn't erase life. There were early mornings when the creak of unfamiliar stairs startled her, nights when the vastness felt lonely. In one of the corridors, a draft caught the edge of an oversized rug. At midnight, a noise, possible leak, possibly nothing. Matt reassured her. "These things," he'd say, "come with big houses," and she'd nod, not because she loved it, but because she loved him, and that grounded her. Then there was the cost, not just the mortgage, but the upkeep. Windows cleaned, gardens tended, the electricity bill that made her breath catch. Matt handled spreadsheets, Amani made lists. They strategized, meals prepared at home, lights off when not needed, thermostat setting just right. They laughed about splitting chores, and about how this house sometimes felt less like an emblem of achievement and more like a second job. View as therapy. Still, nothing healed like the view. On quiet mornings, Amani would sit at the big window, tea in hand, watching the sky change, the ocean, smooth as glass, gulls paper thin against the light, the sun a molten coin rising, the hills, layered like a painting, shifting shades of green, gold, mauve, the city lights at night, twinkling, the moon's reflection in the water like a thread of silver. It was here that she felt the world she came from and the world she's building come together. It was here that she knew love wasn't just about presence, but about possibility. Every horizon whispered, "You came this far." Every wave sigh said, "You will go farther still." Love, conflict, growth. Love stories aren't photo shoots. There were sharp edges, expectations not met, cultural dissonances. Amani missed the chaotic streets, the food markets, the smells of her childhood, smells she wants to recreate but sometimes can't capture. Matt missed having things go according to plan, order over chaos. They bumped into one another over furniture placement, over how to raise the thermostat, how to host gatherings, how to keep their identity in the midst of all this grandeur. One afternoon, they fought in the kitchen. Amani cried because she felt unseen. Matt shouted because he felt overwhelmed. Pots were left half-washed, Golden sunlight caught spilled herbs, but by dusk, they sat on the terrace, sun-warmed stone beneath them, shared silence, and then apologies, then laughter as they watched birds drift in the sky. The view healed them, framed them in something bigger than their struggles. Guests, housewarming, community. They hosted their first dinner party in the dining hall, the chandelier low, candles lit, laughter bouncing off marble, a guest list of friends, neighbors, old connections from both of them. Amani cooked jollof rice and spicy stews, Matt grilled fish, roasted vegetables, children ran in the luminescent hallway, the music curled in corners, conversations overlapping, neighbors came, curious, excited. Amani introduced them around, in her soft accent, pointing out the balcony view. Matt cracked jokes about maintaining such a beast of a house. They toasted with wine. Too expensive wine? Maybe, but it was their moment. A house as a portrait of self to anyone walking through the rooms. A house was the sum of many hopes. Amani's vibrant tapestries from her home country hung near modern art pieces she and Matt collected in travels. A bookshelf held novels in English and in her native language. The kitchen tools of both cultures, mortar and pestle, olive oil bottles, a tajin, a wok. The decor was a collage, way more identity than opulence. This house wasn't theirs just because of money. It was theirs because it was layered with ritual, with adaptation, with the delicate scenes between old and new. It represented choosing each other, choosing to risk, choosing to build, not perfect marriage but real. The night the storm hit one night, a storm rolled in fierce and fast. Wind battered the windows, rain slanted like arrows, thunder spoke in the sky. Amani lay awake, heart racing. The parts of the house that felt romantic in sunshine felt haunted in storm. Outside lights flickered. The tree just beyond the balcony bent dramatically.